The recent viral pandemic has struck again, this time only 30 miles outside of New York City. The incident occurred within an H14N9 support group at the New York Medical College calling itself Zombies Are Our Friends. With us via satellite is Dr. Francis Publick, one of the first H14N9 researchers to speak openly with the public. Doctor, are you there?
Yes, thank you. How are you?
I have to tell you, I'm a little nervous, Doctor. What can you tell us about the H14N9? This last incident seems a little too close for comfort.
While I agree that there is some cause for concern as to the frequency of these outbreaks, I have to assure you there is no long-term danger to the effects of the H14N9. We are setting up quarantine zones for those who are contaminated with the virus, and really all that remains now is in keeping those who are currently infected contained.
For how long would you say we have to maintain these quarantines?
Well, I would say not more than a few years.
Surely, Doctor, doesn't that seem like kind of a while?
Absolutely not. These people, they are still our loved ones, our family, our friends.
The initial onslaught of symptoms has some people worried about something akin to the end of the world. What would you say to these people?
I say this is preposterous. The end of the world scenario is something you only see in a world of fiction. Look, the research has been done. And the fact of the matter is that the victims of the H14N9 virus are really quite harmless.
But what happened to the Zombies Are Our Friends group? Wouldn't you say there is some danger?
Akin to bees, they will not harm you if you do not give them a reason to.
So there is a danger then?
The H14N9 virus is being contained. It will continue to be contained, and there is no danger. I'm sorry, there's something I have to see to. Thank you. Excuse me.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Publick. We now have live via satellite Josh Reynolds, a survival expert who also specializes in hand-to-hand combat. Good evening, Mr. Reynolds.
Good evening.
I see you have a friend with you.
Yes, we found this one wandering around near ground zero.
What can you tell us about the behavior of those affected by the H14N9?
Well, this one is pretty docile, sedated. But you have to watch out. They sometimes bite and scratch and claw. The only way to stop that is by destroying their brains or blocking their mouths, which is pretty evident if you think about it. An ordinary kitchen broomstick will do the trick. You go in through the eye sockets.
Well, wait a minute. Wouldn't that be considered murder? Aren't you being inhumane here?
Well, don't believe all that stuff you heard from the kids. There's no semblance of a human being here. None at all.
Thank you, Mr. Reynolds. We'll be back with more coverage of the H14N9 in a moment.